because his blessing will not fit him. Oh, his blessing will not fit him. What will fit him is his own, because God's blessing is destiny tailored. Let me show you this principle. Hebrews 13 from verse 5 and 6. Put it on the board. I want you to look at this. He said, let your conversation, what you say, be without covetousness. You know what covetousness is? I believe people that said that for you to understand Bible, you should know English. It doesn't, there's nothing wrong with you studying Bible with dictionary. There's nothing wrong. There are things you will see. Check it. Because it is the understanding of the word that will produce the faith that we're talking about. Are we together? He said, let your conversation be without covetousness. Covetousness is you see what someone has and you want it for yourself. Hello. So he says your conversation should be devoid of wanting what other people have. Is this not what we do? Things that people have is what we want. Someone is driving GK and say, "Kai, see moto. How I wish I have." Because that's not the right way. That's not how to claim it. That's not. Oh God. So which also suggests that when someone gives a testimony, don't want what he testified. Let's finish this thing. He said, and be content with such things that you have. Don't be looking for what the other brother has or what the other sister has. You know, you came to church and then you saw one hair, you say, "Kai, the Lord that did it for her." That is not a prayer of faith. Most times it is covetousness. That's what the Bible is saying. He said, but you be content with what you have. Why? For he had said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Move. So that we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do to me. He's saying, come. No, stand there. He's saying, if I see what this young man has, anything he has, anything God has blessed him with, he said, I shouldn't want what he has. Let my conversation be without covetousness. I'm not looking for what he has. I will thank God for what God has done for him. But what do? I will rather focus on what God has said concerning me. There's something God has said concerning you. This guy has delivered or gotten what God has said concerning him. So I would rather focus on what God has said. Do you know why? He said, for God has said, so that I will boldly say. So that thing I will say when I see him, he said, I'm not supposed to say the thing that he has. I'm supposed to say what God has said. So when I see him drive his own car, I thank God. But what do? I keep confessing the one God has said concerning me. That's how this thing works. But instead, what we do, we covet. We start wishing. That's why we lose sight of what God is also doing in our lives, because we are focused on what God is doing in other people's lives. Yes, I understand, and I'm going to get there very soon. I understand the response you should give when someone else is giving testimony. Beautiful. But God says, when I'm doing it for that guy, he says, no, sir, be thankful, glorify God with him, but keep your eyes on what God has said concerning you. That is how you get your own faster. Do you know why? Because his blessing will not fit him. Oh, his blessing will not fit him. What will fit him is his own. Because God's blessing is destiny tailored. It's tailored to fit into your destiny. Am I speaking to somebody here? Thank you. He said, let your conversation be without covetousness. This covetousness is what is killing us in the church and what is keeping us on one spot. You are on one spot because you are busy desiring what other people have. You are busy desiring what other people have. You